Can't be any worse than in here. Can it?
Oh, God damn it! Fuck.
We're shitty people.
Hey, I'm Polygonals, and I'll be reviewing the Last of Us vinyl soundtrack from Mondo. First, I'm just going to cover the packaging. It came packaged in a pretty good cardboard box. It was nice and tight in here, and there was decent protection from other cardboard inserts, easy to remove, and yours should be pretty safe if you're ordering from overseas. One other thing, I already have taken it off. It was also covered in shrink wrap. Nothing was on the shrink wrap, such as like any stickers or anything you might want to keep. So you can just toss it after you take it off, and then you're left with this. You have the slipcase with 4 of the vinyls in it. On top of the first vinyl, you'll find a little information sheet. It has some pretty cool art on it, and it would be pretty good to frame if you don't want to get a custom frame for the slipcase, which I find to have really cool art, but a custom frame might be pretty pricey. So on the back of the information sheet, you just have everything from the composer to the artists, everyone involved with bringing this to us. And other than that, you have all 4 vinyls. Each side has some really cool art on it. On the back side, you'll find the LP number, which is nice. To figure out which LP your song will be on, that is on the back of the slipcase. This is all the music that's in both the base game, The Last of Us, as well as the DLC Left Behind. There's a lot of music on here, and it's brilliant, it sounds amazing, and the quality of the vinyl is really high. It's 180 gram, and you'll really like it if you're a vinyl enthusiast, an audiophile, or just someone who enjoys the sound. If you bought this just for collection's sake and you don't even own a record player, you'll really appreciate the art, and it's definitely worth framing. So aside from that, we have the vinyls themselves. One thing I don't like, the jacket quality is very nice, but the sleeve quality is not so great. You'll probably want to order some anti-static sleeves. They're not very expensive. You're looking at maybe about $5 for 50 of them. That's way more than you actually need, but it's worth the purchase. One thing also with the sleeve, it is a paper sleeve, and you'll find that there will be a lot of paper dust on your vinyl. Moderate to high amount of paper dust. So make sure you give it a good brushing before you play it. And if you don't order any kind of anti-static sleeve, then that will be a repetitive thing. In the center of each vinyl, you'll find the sticker of sorts in the middle. I'm not sure what it's called, I never have been. And it has some neat art on it, on each one of them. And it indicates which side you're on, and it'll indicate the tracks on each side. Now, one thing I am disappointed with is that it looks like when they made the vinyl, when they were doing the pressings, they applied the sticker after they stamped the hole, and there's some cracks that you can see in the sticker. That is kind of disappointing. I feel like they should have stamped the hole and printed a sticker with a hole already in it to the appropriate size. Those cracks are very visible, but it's nothing crazy, it's nothing insane, and it's not going to hurt the quality of the sound in any way, and it's not going to be any indication of your vinyl breaking. That's just on the sticker, but it is something you might want to be aware of. All the music on here was composed by Gustavo Santaolalla. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and I apologize. The artwork is done by Olly and Jay Shaw, and I'll have links to their websites in the description, as well as a link to the composer. For those of you that don't know a lot about The Last of Us, haven't played it, or so forth, the game takes place 20 years after some sort of infection has pretty much destroyed the US, and it's centered around a survivor and a little girl and their trip surviving through the U.S. traveling. That's summed up synopsis of sorts. It's a fantastic game. You should really play it. It's like playing a movie, and the music is astounding, so much so that I was willing to buy all of this. For 180 gram vinyl, this is actually really well priced. I don't know if you could call it a deal, but it's what you would expect. You're getting 4 double-sided 180 gram vinyls from a lovely composer with fantastic art on it, and they're really high quality. I mean, they were pressed well. I would like to mention that on the back, I'm not certain of this because no one else has received theirs yet, but it appears that there might be a lot number or pressing number, because it's on all of the sleeves and on the back of the slipcase. And I mention all of this because a lot of people were upset that basically before this was available to order, it seemed like there was only going to be a single pressing of it, and it was going to sell out really quick. Now, it sold out extremely fast. It sold out in between 2 to 4 hours. That's really quick. And then shortly after that, they announced that there's going to be a second pressing. Now, a lot of people were buying this because they thought it was just going to be this extremely rare collectible. I don't know if everyone had the intent of reselling it or just collecting it like me. But a lot of people were upset about that, although it does appear that you will be able to see, which pressing yours was, either by this number on the sleeves and jackets, or on the very bottom of the slipcase, there appears to be Mond-029 for mine, and that might be the pressing number, so which order yours was made. And those of you who are into this for the collectability will appreciate that. I hope that that is what it is, and there's a clear way to tell which is the second pressing and first pressing and so forth. If you missed out on this, don't worry, because there is a second pressing available for pre-order right now on Mondo's website, and I'll have the link for that in the description below. And it's not very pricey. If you're overseas, the shipping will be really expensive. Expect $50 or more for shipping. It's pretty crazy. If you're in the US, shipping is very inexpensive. So overall, once again, this was a fantastic product, and I really recommend you guys hopping on this, and I'm happy I hopped on it. It's worth every penny, and it's fantastic quality. It's really artistic. There's a lot to be framed here if you're into that. There is that one little defect I noticed in the middle of the vinyl on the sticker. That's not really a big deal to me. It might be to you, but I don't know. And that's really it that's bad about this in any way. So I would definitely be excited about receiving yours anytime soon, because it's fantastic and the audio quality is superb. Thank you for watching.